Louisiana.
Welcome guys, welcome back to Dinners from Around the World with me, Chef Walker-Barrett. Welcome back to my live, welcome back to my kitchen. If you are new to Dinners from Around the World with me, Chef Walker-Barrett, I want to just welcome you. Thank you so much for stopping in. And also, if you're just checking in, thank you for checking in also. Today's dinner is all about Louisiana. A couple years ago I had, well not too long ago, I had a dish called gumbo, and the taste lives in my taste bud memory. So I felt that it was, well, I felt that I wanted to show you how it is done, and so we are going to be making a gumbo today. Alright, so I have my roux cooking off to the side, but also I've been having a craving for everything sweet, so I'm going to be making a chocolate cake. Okay guys, so as usual, let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out and tell somebody that Chef Walker-Barrett is on. And again, I say welcome to all of you, and we are making gumbo. Gumbo is basically a stew. Some persons will define it as a hearty stew or a hearty soup. Either ways, it is absolutely delicious. It is a mix of many different cultures. For example, it is thickened with a thickener that is called a roux. And so as we cook it, we will talk about it. But we're going to be doing dessert first, as usual. So let's make some dessert.
Cheryl Jenkins, hi.
Hey Cheryl.
Kenisha Gordon says good evening.
Hi Kenisha.
Daniel Brown, good evening. How are you doing?
Hey Daniel, welcome.
Rosalie Chambers, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome guys.
Star says nice.
Welcome Sarah. So let me know if you guys can see everything.
Alchemist 12 says watching from Texas.
Welcome Texas. So I'm making a chocolate cake. I didn't make the chocolate cake on the live. I made it ahead of time, so I'm just going to show you how I'm going to be decorating it for myself and my family's dessert this evening. So just to make a little space for you all to see. So this is my mold, and my chocolate cake is in it. So I made an 8-inch round chocolate cake, and then I cut it in 3 layers. And this is layer number 1. I have it on a cardboard that is wrapped with foil. And just when I started the live, I added some rum. This chocolate cake have a bag of flavor. This thing right here, this is something I serve a lot at Streetfoodsaturdays. And I also sell it, but since quarantine, you know, since the pandemic, I haven't been selling it so much. This is coffee caramel. Coffee and chocolate goes so well together. So
Khaleesi Kelly says my UTech teacher, baby, I love you.
hey Kelly, Kelly's the yoga princess. Hey guys, if you want to learn yoga, Kelly's is just so dedicated, so good at it, so passionate about yoga. So if you guys are interested in that, you can check out Kelly's yoga studio and learn some yoga. I'll be checking you out soon, Khalees, because my muscles, my husband laughing at me, but you can stay there and laugh. Anyhow, in here I have the chocolate cake, and then you guys want to come give a close-up for this cake. I want everybody to see it. Give me the rum. So in here, this is a layer of chocolate cake, and I just smothered on some coffee caramel. This is a coffee caramel. This is something I make and sell. This line is called Fruit Silly. This is just deliciousness in a jar. So this is what it looks like. All right, and so it went in here. Now I have some chocolate mousse that I made, and I think the children them just eat till them can't eat anymore. So I'm going to use the mousse to set up the cake. So this is why this is called a chocolate mousse cake. So again, I took the mousse out of the fridge and I just kind of let it soften up a bit. Now, mousse is French for froth. It is a light, airy dessert by itself. The mousse is made usually with eggs, and this one with chocolate and whipped cream and a bag of deliciousness.
Kelly says, oh my God, Lord blessings. Thank you.
You're so welcome, Khalees. So guys, tell me where you're watching from. That's our first layer of decadent deliciousness. Now, whenever I am going to have a dessert day, I go all out. This is the rest of the cake. So here is my layer number 2. And I'm just going to put it in there upside down like so.
Carl Willie says hi.
Hi, who's that?
Carl Willie.
Welcome. And then some rum. So I'm doing like a tablespoon of rum on each layer of this cake. All right, so that's our rum. Then more coffee caramel. Now when you're creating flavors, guys, you think about what goes together. All right, whatever goes together, you put it together. So the coffee against the chocolate against the rum is absolutely delicious. And so the coffee caramel also acts as an extra moisture for the cake. So you see how it spreads just like butter.
Latoya Roof, good evening, Chef and family.
Hi Latoya, welcome.
Miss Kelly is watching from Kingston, Jamaica.
Hi Miss Kelly.
Bless Chelsea is watching from Mandeville.
Hey Bless Chelsea, welcome. Welcome as usual. Thank you guys for stopping in.
Melissa Bennett, good evening, Chef. Recent follower. Your cooking is inspiring.
Thank you, Melissa, and welcome. This is for you, Melissa. 1 big spoon of chocolate mousse. Isn't that something, guys?
Samantha Hallin, looking lovely.
Thank you, Samantha. And when you make a chocolate mousse, it can stay in the fridge for a while. I actually made this chocolate mousse the day before Valentine's Day. So it's been in my freezer for a while, so it can really last. And so the kids, they take what they want. And then I had this part left over and I said, you know what? Let me just do another dessert with it. So you see that? It kind of look like Nutella. This is pure chocolate mousse.
KCS Pastry Delight says hi, Miss.
Hi.
Cassie, I believe.
Welcome.
Samantha Allen, awesome.
Thank you, Samantha. And so whenever you bake the cake and you're storing it, you want to wrap it in plastic so that it doesn't dry out. And this is my final layer. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put the 1 tablespoon of rum directly on it. All right, so that completes that. And then we are going to put it in here and just kind of sandwich everything.
Ron Bess says hi.
Hi.
Kimberly Robinson says good evening, everyone. Welcome to Jamaica. One love forever, okay?
Good evening and welcome to our live cooking from around the world.
Patricia Brown, good evening, family.
Hello, sis. Welcome.
Melissa Bennett says Julian face emojis. Lady Kimon says good evening. Am I late?
Not so late. This cake, guys, is so good. I'm just trying to clean up around me.
Lady Kimon says that looks lovely.
Thank you.
Andreen Spence, hello everyone, watching from New York.
Hi, Andreen.
Shauna Sterling says hello.
Hi, Shauna. Welcome.
Tanya Bailey, hello sis and family. I'm late, but I'm in your kitchen.
Hey sis, welcome. My chocolate cake. And by the way guys, this is, you can use a chocolate box cake to do this. No need to bake it from scratch. Those cakes are equally delicious. What makes it super delicious is when you take the time out to add other flavors to the chocolate cake. So today I'm adding chocolate mousse, coffee caramel, rum, and then we're gonna top off everything now with some whipped cream.
Kylie Beautiful says hello.
Hello, beautiful.
Patricia Brown watching from New York.
Hey, sis. So I'm gonna put the rest of the mousse back into the freezer for another time.
Melissa Bennett says it looks so yum.
Thank you. Jacoby, where are the chocolate kiss?
Tanya Bailey. Chocolate cake looking real juicy already.
Kylie Beautiful says not a chocolate lover, but it looks good. Kenisha Gardens and Julie face emojis.
Alright guys, so I emptied one bag of snack going on this chocolate cake. For decoration, that is. I know you're all curious how it is going to work out, but that's why you're here. You'll see it in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to release my chocolate cake from my mold. Okay. So all of that mousse helps it to stay together. Isn't that pretty? All right, so now let me grab, this is our whipped cream, and this is the same coffee caramel flavored whipped cream. So this is a non-dairy whipped topping that I purchased in the store. So I'm going to cover my cake
Kimberly
with this
Robinson.
deliciousness.
Kimberly says, whoa, 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 whoa. That's awesome.
Thank you, Kimali.
Lady Kimon, I'm a chocolate lover and would love having this now.
And then guess what, Kimon? Just to torture you a little bit more. After I cover it with a frosting and put the decorations on it, we're gonna put it in the fridge for everything to just chill. So again, this is a non-dairy whipped topping. Very easy to make. You just make it according to the package instructions.
Melissa Bennett, you're killing me, chef.
And so this cake tonight is all about big, bold flavors that goes absolutely together. I can't find my turntable. I don't remember which one of the drawer I put it in, so I'm just freestyling. Alright, so guys, I'm gonna put this into the fridge and then start the gumbo and then come back
Lady Kim,
and decorate this. So this is what it looks like. Have your last look. When we come back, we're gonna put a bag of our favorite chocolate snacks on it. Soon come back. Alright guys, so now we are going to be making our gumbo.
Lady Kimon, no torture, please. Kenisha Garden says, oh my gosh.
So gumbo time. Go ahead and hold on to those snacks, please. So So ahead of time, so guys, yesterday was Street Food Saturdays, and I want to thank all of you who came. So today is dinner time.
Patricia Brown, I love chocolate and this looks so good already.
Oh God, this is so good. All right, guys, so close up again. Come, guys. So the base of the gumbo is what is called a roux, or R-O-U-X. A roux is a thickener. So the gumbo is from Louisiana. It's a staple there, and it has French influence. It has African influence, and who knows, maybe many more. So in keeping respect for other people's food, whenever I make food from other culture, I try to make it as original as I possibly can. So this here is equal part of fat and flour. This is how a roux is made, but the beauty about this roux, I cook it to this brown caramel stage. The purpose of the roux is to thicken the stew, and so we use roux a lot in the kitchen. Roux is used to thicken sauces and soups and gravies and all of those deliciousness. All right, so I just want to continue cooking this for a few more minutes, and then we're going to look at some of the other ingredients that will be going into our gumbo. These are some of our ingredients. These ingredients are called the Holy Trinity. This is onion. This ingredient, tomato, is a little bit controversial in it, but I like the flavor of tomato in it, so I'm adding it. Some garlic. What's going on with this stove, Ashia? Take the timer off so that it can heat. And we have celery and red and green bell pepper. Okay, but it's not heating. So this together is called the Holy Trinity. Celery, onions, and bell pepper.
Melissa Bennett, I agree so much with that, chef. Respecting the culture of where the food comes from is key.
Yes, you have to respect it. A lot of times as Jamaicans, we get into our feelings about, you know, what's going on, how people make our food, and then, you know, we make other people's food anyhow we want to make it. So you always want to just show the same respect, and you want to make it with as much of the original ingredients as possible. All right, so I think this color roux is fine enough for me. I am now going to add some other good stuff to this. I'm adding in our onions. So we're building the flavor of our stew.
McPherson's Catering says blessings evening.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Now for the protein, for this dish, I am going to be using a combination of seafood. So it's kind of it's going to be like almost like a surf and turf, which is how it really is. So I'm using a little bit of shrimp, a little bit of lobster. A little is going to go a long way here. And of course, you have to have sausage in it. There's a sausage that they use that is called andouille sausage, and that is a pork sausage. Now that is the only original ingredients that I don't have. I'm substituting that with some chorizo sausage. I'm taking out some of the roux, guys, because I don't want it to be too thick. I should have taken it out before I added all of that onions, but I am going to just...
Starboy Cloud says, hey, Auntie Simone.
Hello, Starboy. How are you? So we just added the entire Trinity in. And again, the Trinity, whenever you hear the Holy Trinity in Creole cooking, they're referring to bell pepper, celery, and onion. So in French cooking, we would have had what we call the mirepoix. In Creole cooking, we use what we call the Trinity. So we swap out the carrot that would have been in a mirepoix with lovely bell peppers in the Trinity.
The Fox 1967 says, good evening, looking good so far.
Good evening. So you want to cook this part a good 5 minutes. You want to release all of this natural flavor. This is what is going to make the finished stew taste absolutely delicious. In the meantime, I'm reheating my stock. Alright, so stock is on. So now we add some garlic. So that's about 4 cloves of garlic, and because the garlic is minced so fine, we want to give everything else a head start and then add the garlic. And guys, as soon as you add that garlic, you can smell that absolute deliciousness. So 2 minutes for the garlic to do its thing. When you're cooking, you want to layer the flavors in. So we started with the roux. I admit my roux could have been a little bit darker, but in the interest of time, I just cooked it to a caramel stage. Cooking a roux to a dark chocolate color, it can take you anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour or two because you want to cook it low and slow. What happened in the roux cooking process, so there are light roux and there are dark roux. The darker the roux, the thinner it gets, and it takes long. The protein in the flour caramelize in the roux cooking process. And so as it caramelizes, it goes from different stages, different stage of brown.
Melissa Bennett, how long will this cook for, Chef?
This is going to cook for the full duration of our life. This is the hardest part because the proteins that I'm putting in this tonight, they're already pre-cooked. So I really want to give this part the longest. So this is going to take us a good 45 minutes to get done.
Majestic asks, what is that?
We are making gumbo. We're making gumbo, guys, and this part here is the roux and the Holy Trinity cooking together. So now we are going to add some dry thyme and some Creole seasoning. This seasoning is a combination of dry herbs, cayenne pepper, and all of that good stuff. Now this is a stew, so it needs to taste absolutely delicious.
Jacqueline Williams, hi guys, New York City.
Hi Jacqueline, welcome. So you stir it occasionally Want to make sure all of that good vegetables cooked.
The Fox 1967 is watching. The Fox 1967 says New Orleans style.
Yes, we are going to New Orleans today.
MCB7.
It's more Louisiana though.
MCB17 says this ain't fair. All my favorites being prepared at once. 876 Market Basket says I love the color of your roots. Personally, I prefer lighter roots.
Oh, you prefer lighter roots?
876 Market Basket says can't wait for you to add the protein.
Alright, so in about 5 more minutes, I'm going to start adding the protein. And the first protein I'm going to add is the sausage, because that's the only thing that I have that is not pre-cooked. So guys, I'm using sausage, lobster, shrimp, and chicken in our gumbo tonight.
Starboy Clyde says, are you going to add any minced smoked bacon and paprika?
No, no bacon. No bacon is a part of it. The pork comes from the sausage. No paprika either. It's all about this Creole seasoning that has all the goodness mixed in it. This is what it looks like. Let me add a little bit more.
These Sweet Lips says love watching you prepare meals.
Thank you for watching, guys. Again, guys, share the live. So let me tell you a little bit while we wait about Street Food Saturdays.
Louise, I'm Jackson Walker. Good evening, family. How is everyone?
Hi, Mother. We are fine. Thank you for watching. So guys, this year we are celebrating 6 years. So this is our 6th year doing Street Food Saturdays. Isn't that amazing? And so we want you to celebrate with us. So we are having our giveaway. We will be choosing 6 winners to dine with us. Our first winner will be chosen next week Sunday right here, God's willing, on our live. And each winner will be allowed to bring a guest to have and to enjoy the Street Food Saturdays experience. Okay? Now let me tell you how to enter. Very simple. You should be following us on Instagram at Street Food Saturdays and also on our sister page Nextinfood, and then we ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is also called Nextinfood. This is where I post tutorials of my favorite Jamaican comfort food and other food or other dishes that I like to cook for my family. So 3 things: follow us on Instagram at Street Food Saturdays, at Nextinfood, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All you have to do is to comment under any of the videos with using the hashtag Street Food Saturdays, Nextinfood, JA Gastronomy, and follow the food. We will put it up so you can see it. So we want you to celebrate this year, our 6th year at Street Food Saturdays. Also guys, because it's our anniversary, we will only be taking 120 guests. So the reservation, my husband looked at me and said, no, 100 guests. So we will only be taking 100 guests, and we will only be having what we call our Riverside Dining and our River Dining. Let me explain the two. Come back up, guys, because I'm about to add the other stuff. So guys, our Riverside Dining means that you'll be seated on the river bank, the water's edge, okay? And our River Dining, you are going to actually be seated in the water. So we're only offering those 2 dining options for our anniversary. Let me just add my stock in. So I'm just adding half of my stock first. So again, we are celebrating 6th year And we have a promotion. We're going to be choosing 6 winners starting. What month are we in? Okay, starting next month. See that beautiful rosy color? Okay. So I was telling you about the different type of dining that we'll be offering. We have what we call Riverside Dining. So it means that your chairs will not be directly in the water. It will be, as we say it in Jamaica, on the riverbank. All right? Then we have river dining. Your chairs will be placed directly into the water. All right? Now, there is something that we call a surcharge. We charge a surcharge for the river dining and the riverside dining experience. Our product, guys, is food, and the experience is dining in the river or on the riverbank, and of course driving up to our beautiful community. The surcharge is $200 for the river bank dining, the riverside, and $500 per guest for dining in the river. Now guys, to maintain a natural river, to keep it nice and clean and everything is at a cost, so that is the purpose of the surcharge. Now the reservation opens on March 10th, and you will see the reservation link in our bio at Nextinfood. All you have to do is fill it in. You have 48 hours after you submit your reservation to pay your surcharge. Your reservation is only confirmed with the payment of the surcharge. Failure to pay your surcharge on time will result in you losing that reservation form that you submit. Your submitted reservation without payment will be deleted. Your reservation can only be confirmed when you pay that surcharge. If you choose Riverside, it's $200 per guest. If you choose river dining, which is actually putting your foot in the water, that is 500 Jamaican dollars per guest. Any question? Let us stir and stir our gumbo.
Kimberly Taylor, good evening, chef. Was that chicken stock that you added?
That was a vegetable stock, Kimberly. I love how Kimberly is just paying attention. Alright guys, so I love
Karen
this
Francis, hi
consistency.
family, watching from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey Karen. Now guys, back to the gumbo. Gumbo is enjoyed best with rice. Plain and simple boiled rice. In Jamaica we would say steamed rice. This dish, when I had it first, it reminds me of the delicious stew peas that my mother used to make when I was a child. Stew peas is my absolute favorite dish. When I tasted gumbo for the first time, it was right there with stew peas. It had a medley of flavor. When I had it first, they put some crayfish in it along with the andouille sausage. They added okras, and I absolutely love okra. It was so good. And so,
Melissa, ooh, that sounds so good. Chef, so creative. Love it.
thank you, Melissa.
Patricia Brown, I hope to get to come join you guys one of these months. I love good food.
You will, sis, you will. You absolutely will.
Patricia Brown, the river is looking lovely. You guys did a good job.
Thank you. And we want to say enough respect to the community members who are maintaining the river for us. We want to say thank you. We thank you so much for helping us to put our murals on the way we like. And so I thought that was very creative. And we want to thank our guests for keeping us relevant for the 6th year. And we hope to do 6 more years. I'm not going to be doing this all my life. It's very difficult to do Street Food Saturdays. But I want to thank you guys so much for being a part of the success and the blessings of Street Food Saturdays. I really, really, really appreciate it. So we're celebrating our 6th year. The reservation will open on March 10th. The link will be placed in our bio at Nextinfood. All you have to do is follow the instruction on the reservation form, submit your reservation, pay your surcharge, and if you're having any difficulty, you call me at 414-0016. Hopefully I will be available to answer any query and any challenge you're having. I stand ready to assist. Okay guys, so I am going to go back for our chocolate cake, and we are going to finish decorating our chocolate cake. So I am going to go center stage now guys. I'm going to go in the middle while you stay here. So our gumbo is simmering nicely. I'm turning this down to 280 because we don't want it to burn. You really need to get those sausages cooked. Guys, I wish you could smell this. It smells so amazing. So let us look. So that's the Nextinfood there. Let's look at our decorations for our cake. The decorations that I'll be using is some of the snacks that the children like. So these are Kiss. And see, Ashelia pointing for one already. So we're gonna just take these out of the package. I'm looking for a container. And in, there we go. So I'm gonna go in on unwrapping Kiss. Then we have, this is a snack that I like to eat. Kit Kat, I like the wafer in it. So this is gonna go on our chocolate cake as well. Ashelia, take that frosting out and go for that chocolate cake for me, please. And Jacoby, where are the Oreos? Jacoby love Oreos, so this one is for Jacoby. We don't eat a lot of junk, but when we do, we go hard. So tonight is the night I spoil them. And my husband is eating every other Kiss that he pull. And this is wafer, strawberry wafer. I love this stuff. So I'm just gonna cut it in two, and these are going to form our decoration. So Ashelia, you were supposed to give me the frosting and then go for the cake. You're doing it in what order? Alright guys, so I am checking on our gumbo. It's cooking away nice and slow. So as I said before, the sausage was the only ingredient that was not pre-cooked. So it's time to decorate our cake.
876 Market Basket. Would love to see you prepare jambalaya, if I pronounce it right.
Oh, jambalaya.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
876 Market Basket. This looks so good.
Alright guys, so usually I would let my cake stay overnight in the mold that it was in, but because I kind of want you to see this, because I'm doing basically a one pot tonight, I took it out and see it sliding all over the place, but that's fine. It is still equally delicious. Let me just kind of straighten it. That's the thing, when you are in the bake shop, all kind of things happen. You just fix it. Alright. It's kind of difficult to do without a turntable, but we're getting somewhere. So now guys, this is my little icing bag. I usually put it over a cup, and then I put my frosting in. And as I said, this frosting, all it is, I went to the store and I picked up a pack of non-dairy whipped topping. and I just follow the package instruction. It says add 2 cups of ice water, put it on the mixer and whip away, and that's exactly what I did. All right, and because I love flavor so much, I added in some of the coffee caramel in it, and that's what changes the color. So voila, here we go. So I am going to just put some rosettes on my cake. I'm using what we call a shell nozzle. All right, I'm gonna put one in the middle. And then we're gonna start decorating with our cookies. I'm gonna put our cookies on every other one, just like that. Just kind of lay them flat, just like that, and like that, and like that. Okay, then I'll go away, and you're supposed to take off the wrapper off the kiss cake. Then we come in with our kiss. Take the wrappers, take the little message off. We put our kiss down in between, just like this and like this. So it's very symmetrical. Then we are going to come in with a bit of color from our wafer. You just break it up in uneven pieces and put it on just like that. So you see guys, you can make a fancy birthday cake at home using store-bought ingredients, and you end up looking like an absolute pro. How simple was that? Okay, then we go in with our Kit Kats in the middle. Right, I'm gonna leave some of them long, break some of them off, just like that. What am I missing? What am I missing? And I think we're done. All right, maybe some more kiss. We're going to put some more kiss in there. Put a little more frosting. Put some more kiss. And here goes our Hershey's Kisses. And this is our beautiful, tasty. I tell you guys, this dessert tastes way better than it even looks.
Melissa Bennett says looking so good, chef.
Thank you, Melissa. And then finally,
Sierra says too much.
too much. More is best for this dessert.
Kimberly Taylor says probably powdered sugar.
No powdered sugar, because powdered sugar not going to add any flavor or texture. So these accoutrements are for texture, all right, and all the other good stuff is for flavor. So actually, I'll give one big close up, and then you can put that cake back into the fridge. Give a close up from the top. So tomorrow, guys, when this cake is set, I'll cut it and show you what it looks like. All right. So this is what my kids asked for, and this is what they're getting. So put it in the fridge on the top shelf. So back to our crumble. So guys, this gumbo is smelling so good. Bring that rice when you're coming, please. It's almost service time. Just trying to fix the camera for those watching on Facebook. So I have some chicken. This is some smoked chicken that I had left over. That goes in, and that's already cooked, so we're just warming it up. We're adding in some lobster. This is our lobster. I seasoned it with the same Creole seasoning. So the lobster is not yet cooked, but you know lobster cook very quickly, so it's gonna be cooking right now.
Kimberly Taylor. Oh, I thought you were going for decoration as well. Roman Yardi says, Chef, where in Portmore should I link you?
I don't know, I don't live in Portmore.
Marjan says, good evening, watching from Clarendon.
Hey Marjan, thank you for watching.
Louis Jackson Walker, what a beautiful cake.
Thank you, my mother. And these guys, these are some chicken sausage. All I'm doing is just cutting them. Well, they were actually chicken meatballs. And so I'm just gonna cut them and put them into the gumbo. These guys love chicken, so we're just putting in all the little leftover meats that we have in packages in the fridge in our gumbo, while we're still staying very true to the gumbo.
Melissa Bennett says, where do I get the Creole seasoning?
The Creole seasoning, well, I bought this one online. I am a sucker for spices. I try to have every spice in my cupboard. I got it at CPJ once. If you can't find Creole seasoning, Cajun seasoning is fine, and that I know for a fact is easy to get. All right, so we're gonna cover this and reheat the chicken sausage the chicken meatballs. This is the lobster, so we have chunks of lobster in there. And then I have some jerk shrimp that was left over from Streetfoodsaturdays yesterday. I actually saved this one because I knew I was going to cook this dinner tonight. So that's already cooked. And finally, our okras. I also pre-cooked the okras. This and the shrimp will be added last. And so my daughter is laughing because it's her shrimp, and I actually hid it from her in the freezer. So she was looking for it all morning. And she don't like okra, but she have to go skimp it out. You can't make this dish without the okra. So I promise I'm not gonna let the okra boil out in it. She just does not like okras, but I love okras. So let's cover this up, and we're gonna give this a good 5 minutes, and then we're gonna add our okras and serve. So again, guys, I want to thank you so much for stopping in, checking in, staying in. Thank you also for responding positively to our giveaway promotion. I see where you guys have been going on and you have been commenting, using the hashtags under our video tutorials. I want to thank you for that. And also, if you have not yet subscribed and you're watching us, we want to say thank you and welcome. Welcome to one and all. If you want to learn something about cooking, if you love cooking as much as we do, this is the place to be on a Sunday. If you love food, we are encouraging you to share the love of food with your family. It's not difficult. This stew has very simple ingredients, and you can buy pre-cooked ingredients to make part of the stew. So if you don't want to cook the chicken from scratch, you can just pick up some rotisserie chicken in the supermarket. You can pick up your favorite sausage. I suggest one that is smoked, just because I like the smoky flavor. Onion, tomato, celery, and bell peppers. They're very easy to find, so you can find that too. Shrimp, you can buy a bag of pepper shrimp from a vendor and throw it in there. And of course, okra. If you don't like okra, you can leave it out, but when I had this dish first, it had okra in it, and I always love okra. I think the okra is the African part of it, because you know okras are big in African culture. I love okra. I think okra is just underrated. My daughter is nodding her head saying no. I love okra, and okra can be roasted. I'll show you one of these Sundays how you can make okra other than just boiling it. But try this dish.
Melissa Bennett says, learning so much already, chef. You make it look so doable. I am a foodie for life.
This is the reason. I'm not here to show off my chefness. I am already a chef. There's nothing to show off. I am here to share my love of cooking with you guys and to show you that it is not difficult to make delicious food at home for your family. All right? We are happiest when we're eating, so why not just eat fabulous food? Why eat the same old all the time? Let us eat more new food. Let us eat more delicious food, and just keep, cooking alive. That's what it is. It's all about eating and sharing. So these are the head-on shrimp. You can use whatever shrimp you can afford, and of course, everything I make, I kind of add our Jamaican flavor to it. And the Jamaican flavor, this is our Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm going to add this in absolutely last. Shrimp and okras go in last, because you know how okra cook quickly. I made rice ahead of time, so I'm going to plate our rice out. I'm going to show you how this is served. Usually you put some rice in a bowl and you just pour the gumbo over it, and it is absolutely delicious. So
876 Market Basket says, feeling inspired. Thanks for sharing.
thank you for watching. Look at this, guys. So we put our lobster in. Now the lobster is fully cooked. Okay, so you want to understand the ingredients. Our chicken balls, they were already cooked, so we're just warming them up. Now the shrimp is going to enter the party, the Scotch bonnet, and the okra. And we mix it around. And okra is a natural thickener. If you're making soups and so on, you throw okra in there. Look at that. You see, as soon as we put the okra in there, you see what happened? It releases all of that slime that my daughter don't really like. So that's what okra does. It thickens up stuff. Let me just add a little more stock. Let me just thin it out with a little more stock. And we're going to give it 5 more minutes. And then our dinner is going to be ready.
Melissa Bennett says, agreed, chef. Simi says, oh my god, that looks so good.
Thank you, Simi. So let's cover it so that everything can reheat and all the flavors will come together. In the meantime, guys, I'm getting my rice together, and go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe if you have not yet done so.
Kimberly says the color is magnificent.
Oh, thank you, Kimberly.
Bobette says looks delicious.
Thank you, Bobette.
Way Max says wow, looks so good.
Thank you, babe. So we have our little handy dandy. Since it's a stew meet a soup, we're gonna serve it in our soup bowl tonight. Where's that rice? So we're gonna get our rice and have ourselves some gumbo. So the rice I'm using is Basmati. You can use whatever rice you have. So here is our rice.
Melissa Bennett says just subscribe, chef.
Oh, thank you, Melissa. I promised my daughter that I'm not going to let the okra cook out too much. So I'm going to just plate up so that you guys can see. Is it 5 minutes? Kind of feel like 5 minutes, right?
Wait, Max, you're truly the diva chef. Nice outfit.
Thank you, Wayne. All right, guys, close up for sharing.
Marjon says nice outfit, chef.
Thank you. So, a little bit of this. So you want to pour it on. Okay, guys, this is comfort food. This is something that you make a pot of this and you invite your favorite people over and you get some beer or some rum punch and you just share the love of food with the people you love the most. Now you want to put more stew than you think you need over that rice. Oh God, I wish you could taste this, guys. So you want to represent. I'm gonna move it over. I just want to clean it. So this, Lord, we have to go watch Netflix till 1 o'clock tonight after we finish this gumbo here.
Tina Campbell, will the recipe be on YouTube?
Hopefully, Tina. Hopefully.
Melissa, what's the difference between Basmati and Jasmine rice?
Alright, so they're two different. Rice is like the seed of a grass, so they're two different varieties. The difference are very obvious in the taste and the look. So Basmati is from the Himalayas mountain in Southeast Asia. It has a finer grain. And then of course Jasmine rice, there's so many variety. It is also from Asia. It is said that the rice is planted with jasmine in the field, so it takes on that smell, that aroma. So jasmine will always have that strong jasmine smell. So guys, this is our gumbo. It is finished. It is tasty. I want to thank you for watching. So we have shrimp, we have chicken, we have sausage, we have okras, and we have Scotch bonnet pepper. Thank you so much, guys, for watching.
West Chelsea says, oh my God.
Louis Jackson Walker, looking delicious. Love this.
Thank you, mommy.
Patricia Brown, everything looks so delicious.
Thanks, sis. So we're gonna take a pic of our gumbo and we're gonna cut our cake and show it to you tomorrow. You take care, guys. Share the live before you get on and get off. Share the live before you get off. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel for simple recipe tutorials. And also, if you want to eat with us and celebrate our anniversary with us at Street Food Saturdays, look out for the reservation on March 10th. The link will be posted in our bio on Instagram at Nextinfood. You guys take care. I'll see you next week, hopefully, with another dish from around the world that I make for my family. Thank you guys for watching and have a good rest of your Sunday evening. Take care.
Cheryl Jenkins, delish.
Hey, Cheryl.